Somewhere inside you, there is a stronger version waiting for one simple decision. The decision to stop drifting and start building instead. 60 days can feel small on a calendar, but inside those 60 days hides a hidden power. A power most people never use, because most people keep living the same routine. Same mornings, same excuses, same tired thoughts. They wait for change to just happen. But change never happens by waiting. Change happens by choosing. Here is a truth you must remember today. Your future is not built in one giant moment. Your future is built one small hour at a time. 60 days gives you enough time to prove this. Enough time to build new habits. Enough time to build new confidence. Enough time to become someone new. This journey stands on 4 strong pillars. Discipline that keeps you moving. Clarity that shows you the path. Progress that proves you are growing. And confidence that rewards your effort. Ahead of you are 10 powerful chapters. 10 simple systems for your next 60 days. This is not just motivation. This is a real system for real change. And it starts right now. If you are ready to build a stronger life, then stay with us until the very end. Do not forget to subscribe to Bookverse. Turn on the bell for more life-changing summaries. Now let us begin your 60 days. Chapter 1 starts right now. Chapter 1. The 4% Rule. Let me ask you something simple. How many hours are there in one single day? 24 hours, right? Now here is a small secret. You do not need all 24 hours to change your life. You only need 1 hour. Just one. That 1 hour is only 4% of your entire day. But that small 4% can shape the other 96%. This is called the 4% Rule. And it is the foundation of everything in this journey. Many people believe big change needs big effort. They think they must work 12 hours a day. They think they must give up sleep, give up rest, give up everything. But that is not true. Real change does not come from huge effort. Real change comes from small daily effort, repeated again and again. 1 hour every single day for 60 days. That 1 hour becomes your training ground, your space to build a stronger version of yourself. Now let me explain something important. In the beginning, results will feel invisible. You may work hard for 1 week, 2 weeks, and still feel like nothing has changed. This is completely normal. Think about a small seed planted in soil. For many days you see nothing above the ground. No leaves, no flowers, nothing at all. But underground something powerful is happening. Roots are growing quietly and deeply. The seed is preparing for something bigger. Your first 2 weeks will feel just like that. Quiet, slow, sometimes frustrating. But do not stop. Because roots always grow before the tree appears. Trust this process, even when you cannot see the results yet. Now let me show you how to protect this 1 hour. Before you begin, clear your space completely. Put your phone far away. Turn off every notification. Close the door behind you. Remove every possible distraction. This is your sacred hour. No noise, no interruption, no excuses. Next, choose only one priority. Not 10 tasks. Not a long list. Just one clear, meaningful task. Because when you try to do everything, you end up doing nothing well. But when you focus on one single thing, your energy becomes powerful and unstoppable. During this hour, go deep. Do not switch tasks. Do not check messages. Do not multitask. Stay fully present with your one priority. This deep focus is where real growth happens. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever wasted an entire hour scrolling your phone? Be honest with yourself. Most of us have done this many times. But imagine using that same hour differently. Imagine using it to build a skill, to strengthen your body, to improve your mind. That 1 hour could change everything. Let me share a simple story with you. Think about 2 people. Person 1 wakes up and scrolls social media for 1 hour daily. Person 2 wakes up and studies a new skill for 1 hour daily. After just 1 day, they look the same. After 1 week, still very similar. But after 60 days, person 2 has now built 60 full hours of real skill. 60 hours is more focused effort than most people give their goals in 2 or 3 entire years. That is the power of consistency. Small hours repeated daily create massive result. Not overnight, but surely and powerfully over time. So here is your challenge for today. Guard your 1 hour like it is oxygen, because without oxygen you cannot survive. And without this hour your transformation cannot survive either. This hour is non-negotiable. You do not skip it. You do not shrink it. You do not save it for tomorrow. You protect it today. And every single day after this one. Now tell me in the comments below. What is the 1 hour you will protect starting today? Write it down right now. Because writing it makes it real. This hour is where your new identity begins. The identity of someone strong. Someone focused. Someone who follows through. But protecting your hour is only the first step. Because what happens in the rest of your day matters too. Especially the very first hour you wake up. That first hour can either build you or break you. In the next chapter, we explore something powerful. How to win your morning. And how winning your morning wins your entire day. So stay with us here on Bookverse. Chapter 2 is coming right now. Chapter 2, Win the Morning. Every big day starts with a small choice, and that choice happens in the morning. If your morning feels rushed and messy, your whole day will feel rushed and messy too. But if your morning feels calm and clear, your whole day will follow that same calm energy. This is why winning your morning matters so much. Let us talk about what most people do wrong. They wake up, and the very first thing they touch is their phone. They check messages. They check notifications. They scroll through other people's lives before they even brush their teeth. By doing this, they hand over their entire mind to noise, to stress, to other people's problems. And they have not even started their own day yet. This is a small mistake, but it creates a very big problem. Now let us build a stronger way. A way to truly win your morning. There are 4 simple rules. Rule number 1. No phone for the first 60 minutes. This is very important. Your mind is soft and open right after waking up. If you feed it noise and stress early, it stays scattered for the rest of the day. But if you protect this time, your mind stays calm, clear, and strong. Rule number 2. Move your body gently. You do not need a hard workout, just something simple. A short walk, a few stretches, some light movement. This wakes up your body and brain together. Rule number 3. Write down your top 3 priorities. Not 10 tasks, just 3. This gives your day a clear direction. Instead of reacting to everything around you, you move with purpose. Rule number 4. Prepare your mind. This can be a few deep breaths, a quiet moment of gratitude, a simple thought that lifts you up. This step prepares your mindset for the entire day. Now let me give you a simple morning routine you can follow starting tomorrow. Wake up. Drink a glass of water. Move your body lightly. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Breathe slowly and deeply. Write your top 3 priorities for the day. Read something meaningful and positive. Then, and only then, step into your day. This routine does not take hours. It only takes 20 to 30 minutes. But those minutes shape your entire day. Now let us talk about momentum. When you win your morning, you are more likely to win your afternoon. When you win your afternoon, you are more likely to win your evening. And when you win enough single days, you end up winning your entire week. Win enough week, and you win your full 60 days. This is how small wins build something huge. Not through one big moment, but through many small mornings done right. Now, here is something important to understand. You have 60 days ahead of you. That is a good amount of time. More than a short sprint. But do not let this extra time make you lazy. Do not tell yourself, I will start properly next week. The first week of your 60 days sets the tone for everything that follows. If you build a strong morning habit early, the next 50 days become much easier. But if you delay and wait and postpone, you will spend your whole journey playing catch up. So start this very same morning you're this video. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Let me ask you something honest. What does your current morning usually look like? Rushed and stressful? Or calm and clear? Take a moment and think about this. Write your honest answer in the comments below. Because knowing your starting point is the first real step. Now, here is your task for this week. Protect your first hour every single morning. No excuses. No negotiating. No, just this one time. Treat this hour like a promise to yourself. A promise you refuse to break. Because a person who wins their mornings slowly becomes a person who wins their life. You have already learned to protect 1 hour of focus. Now you are learning to protect your very first hour too. Together, these 2 hours become your foundation. But foundations alone are not enough. Because life will constantly try to pull you backward. Old habits will quietly whisper in your ear. Familiar distractions will try to steal your energy. In the next chapter, we face this problem directly. We learn how to cut away everything that weakens you, so you can build without being pulled back. Stay strong, stay curious, and stay with book verse. Chapter 3 is calling your name. Chapter 3, cut what weakens you. Sometimes growth is not about adding more. Sometimes growth is about removing what hurts you. You cannot build a strong life on top of weak habits. Today we talk about cutting away everything that drains your energy. Let us understand this clearly. Most people only focus on adding new things, new goals, new habits, new routines, but they forget one important step. Before you add strength, you must remove weakness. Think about it like this. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with rock. If you keep adding new items into that bag, it only becomes heavier. But if you first remove the rocks, then adding new things becomes much easier. Your life works the same way. Some things are quietly weighing you down, and you must remove them first. There are 5 things that usually weaken us. Let us go through each one. The first is mental noise. This means too much information in your head, endless scrolling, negative news, comparing yourself to others online. All of this tires your mind, even before your real work begins. The second is environmental noise. This means the mess around you. A messy room, a cluttered desk, a chaotic phone screen. Your surroundings affect your mind more than you realize. The third is emotional drains. This means people or situations that exhaust you. Constant argument, toxic conversations, carrying stress that is not even yours. The fourth is sabotaging behaviors. This means small habits that quietly hurt you. Staying up too late, delaying important tasks, choosing comfort over responsibility. The fifth is excess comfort. This means staying too relaxed for too long, avoiding challenges, avoiding effort, choosing ease instead of growth. Now, here is a powerful exercise for you. Take a paper or open your note. Create 3 simple columns. In the first column, write, "What weakens my mind?" In the second column, write, "What weakens my environment?" In the third column, write, "What weakens my discipline?" Now be completely honest with yourself. List everything that fits in each column. Do not hide from the truth. Do not make excuses for yourself. Once your list is ready, choose your top 3 biggest drains. The 3 things that hurt you the most. These 3 things become your target. Now let us talk about timing. You have 60 days in this journey. That feels like a good amount of time, but do not use that time as an excuse. Do not tell yourself, "I will cut this slowly." Do not say, "Maybe next month," because slow cutting rarely works. Half efforts create half result. Instead, cut clean and cut early. This week is your cutting week. Remove your 3 biggest drains right now. Not gradually. Not eventually. Immediately. Why does this matter so much? Because you have 50-something days left after this week. Imagine living those remaining days, completely free from those heavy drains, free from noise, free from mess, free from constant exhaustion. That freedom becomes your fuel for everything still ahead of you. Let me share a simple example. Imagine someone who spends hours daily scrolling their phone, feeling drained, feeling distracted, feeling behind. Now imagine that same person deciding in week 1 to set a strict limit. At first, it feels difficult. Their mind resists the change. But by day 7, their thinking becomes clearer. Their focus becomes stronger. Their energy starts returning. This is exactly what cutting can do for you. Now let me ask you something important. Which one habit drains you the most? Think carefully about your daily life. Write your answer in the comments below. Naming it clearly is the first step to removing it. Here is your challenge for this week. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Choose your 3 biggest drains today. Then remove them this very week. Give yourself the gift of a lighter mind. Give yourself the gift of a cleaner space. Give yourself the gift of real discipline. Because when you remove what weakens you, something amazing happens. Space opens up. Space for new strength to grow. Space for real focus to enter. You have already learned to protect 1 hour daily. You have already learned to win your mornings. Now you are learning to remove what holds you back. Together, these steps are building something powerful inside you. But cutting away weakness is only half the work. Because after clearing space, you must learn to fill that space wisely. With deep, powerful focus. The kind of focus that most people never master. That is exactly what we explore next. So take a breath. Feel lighter already. And get ready, book verse family. Because Chapter 4 is about to change how you work forever. Chapter 4. The Power of Deep Focus. Have you ever worked 4 hours, but felt like you accomplished nothing at all? This happens to almost everyone, and there is a simple reason behind it. Your attention was scattered. Not your effort, not your ability, just your focus. Today we talk about something powerful, deep focus. Let us understand what this really means. Deep focus is not just sitting at your desk. Deep focus is giving your full mind to one single task at a time. Not two tasks. Not 5 tabs open at once. Just one. Most people live in scattered attention. They check their phone while working. They switch between tasks every few minutes. They call this multitasking. But really it is just divided focus. And divided focus produces weak result. Think about a magnifying glass. If sunlight spreads everywhere, nothing happens. But if that same sunlight is focused into one single point, it can even start a fire. Your mind works exactly the same way. Scattered attention creates very little power, but focused attention creates real transformation. Now let us build this skill properly. There are 5 requirements for true deep focus. The first is intention. Before you begin, know exactly what you are working on. Not a vague idea, a clear, specific task. The second is environment. Your space must support focus. Remove distractions before you even start working. The third is protected time. A block of time where nothing interrupts you. No calls. No messages. No switching tasks. The fourth is mental discipline. Your mind will want to wander. That is normal. But you gently bring it back every single time. The fifth is intentional break. Deep focus is not about working forever. It is about working fully then resting properly. Now let me tell you something important. Distraction does not only hurt your productivity. Distraction also hurts your confidence. Every time you start something and quit halfway, a small voice inside you whispers, "I cannot finish what I start." But every time you finish a focused task, that same voice grows stronger and says, "I follow through." This is why deep focus matters so much. It is not just about getting work done. It is about building real trust in yourself. Now let us talk about your 60 days. You will not start with long focus sessions. That would feel too heavy too soon. Instead, we build this slowly and wisely. In week 1, start small. Just 30 minutes of deep focus daily. One task. One block of time. No distractions. By week 3, increase this to 60 minutes. Your mind will already feel stronger by then. More capable of staying in one place. By week 6, aim for 90 minutes. At this point, deep focus will feel natural to you. Not forced. Not difficult. Just a normal, powerful part of your day. This slow build matters greatly, because forcing long focus too early often leads to burnout and giving up. But building it step by step creates real lasting strength. Let me share a simple example. Imagine someone learning to lift weights. They do not start with the heaviest weight. They start light. They build strength slowly. Week after week, your focus muscle grows in the exact same way. Now, here is something to remember. Some days your focus will feel sharp and easy. Other days your mind will fight you. It will want to check your phone. It will want to switch tasks. This is completely normal. It does not mean you are failing. It simply means you are training. Every time you resist that pull, you grow stronger. Let me ask you something honest. During your work, how often do you check your phone? Take a moment and really think about it. Write your honest answer in the comments below. Awareness is always the first step forward. Now, here is your challenge starting today. Choose one task that matters. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Remove every distraction around you. And give that task your full attention. Just one block. Just 30 minutes. Do this daily. And increase it as the weeks continue. You have already learned to protect your hour. You have already learned to cut what weakens you. Now you are learning to focus deeply without distraction. These 3 skills together are building something powerful: a stronger mind, a calmer mind, a mind that finishes what it starts. But focus alone is not enough, because focus needs direction. It needs a skill worth building, something that grows with you, something that pays you back for years to come. That is exactly what we explore next. So take a deep breath. Feel your focus growing already. And get ready, book verse family, because Chapter 5 is where your real skill journey begins. Chapter 5. Build skills that pay you back. Working hard feels good, but working hard is not always enough, because effort alone does not always create result. Skill creates result. Let us understand this difference clearly. Effort is how hard you try. Skill is how well you actually do something. You can try very hard, but if your skill stays weak, your results will also stay weak. But when you build real skill, your effort starts paying you back, again and again. This is why today's chapter matters so much, because we are not just talking about working harder. We are talking about building something that lasts. Let us explore 6 simple parts of real skill building. The first is deliberate practice. This means practicing with purpose, not just repeating something mindlessly, but focusing on getting better every single time. The second is feedback. This means checking your progress honestly. Are you improving? Are you making the same mistakes? Feedback shows you the truth. The third is iteration. This means trying again and adjusting. You try, you learn, you improve, then you try once more. The fourth is focus blocks. This means giving your skill undivided attention, not scattered minutes, but real, protected time. The fifth is real-world application. This means using your skill in real situations, not just practicing alone, but actually applying it in your daily life. The sixth is identity alignment. This means seeing yourself as someone learning, someone growing, someone becoming more skilled every single day. Now let us build a simple daily structure for your skill-building journey. 15 minutes of learning theory, understanding the basic ideas. 30 minutes of real practice, actually doing the skill yourself. 15 minutes of reflection, thinking about what worked and what did not. This structure takes just 1 hour, but that 1 hour holds real power. Now let us talk about your 60 days. If you follow this simple structure daily, you will complete 60 full hours of focused practice. 60 hours may sound small, but let me explain why it truly is not. 60 hours of real, structured practice is more than most people ever give to any single skill. Many people stay curious about learning something new, but they never truly commit. They practice once in a while, then they forget for weeks, then they try again and quit soon after. But you are different, because you are choosing structure over randomness. You are choosing consistency over motivation, and that difference changes everything. By the end of your 60 days, you will not be an expert yet, but you will be noticeably competent. You will feel real confidence in this skill. You will notice doors opening, opportunities you never expected before. Let me share a simple example. Imagine 2 people learning the same skill. Person 1 practices whenever they feel motivated. Some days they practice. Many days they skip it completely. Person 2 practices for 1 hour daily. No matter how they feel. After 60 days, Person 1 has barely improved. Person 2 has transformed into someone stronger. Same skill. Same starting point. Completely different result. Because consistency always beats motivation. Now, here is something very important. For these 60 days, choose only one skill. Not 5 different skills. Not switching every few weeks. Just one. Because when you switch too often, you restart again and again. But when you stay with one skill, your progress builds on top of itself. Let me ask you something today. If you could master just one skill in the next 60 days, what would that skill be? Take a moment and think deeply. Write your answer in the comments below. Choosing your skill clearly is your first step. Here is your challenge starting today. Pick that one skill. Commit to the daily structure. 15 minutes of learning. 30 minutes of practice. 15 minutes of reflection. Do this every single day. Without switching. Without giving up too early. You have already learned to protect your hour. You have already learned to remove what weakens you. You have already learned the power of deep focus. Now you are learning to build a real skill. One that will keep paying you back long after these 60 days end. But building skill is not only about technique. Because your mind plays a huge role in this process too. If your mindset stays weak, even the best skill will struggle to grow. That is exactly what we explore next. So stay curious, stay committed, and get ready, book verse family. Because chapter 6 is where we strengthen the mind behind every skill. Chapter 6. Strengthen your mindset before you fix your life. You can build the best habits in the world, but if your mindset stays weak, those habits will slowly fall apart. Because your mindset is not just a feeling. Your mindset is your operating system, the hidden force behind every action you take. Let us understand this clearly. Before your habits break down, your thinking breaks down first. Before your discipline weakens, your beliefs weaken first. This is why today's chapter is so important. We are not just fixing habits, we are strengthening the mind behind those habits. There are 5 powerful parts to a strong mindset. Let us explore each one. The first is ownership. This means taking responsibility for your own life, not blaming your situation, not blaming other people. Simply saying, my choices are mine. The second is emotional regulation. This means controlling your reactions, not letting every emotion control you instead. Feeling upset is normal, but reacting without thinking creates problems. The third is mental reframing. This means changing how you see a situation. A hard day is not failure. A hard day is simply part of growth. The fourth is resilient. This means standing back up after falling down. Everyone falls sometimes, but strong people always rise again. The fifth is identity alignment. This means seeing yourself as the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. Now let me share a simple daily practice. This is called the 3-part mental check-in. You can do this every single morning. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. First question: what am I thinking right now? Just notice it. Do not judge it. Second question: is this thought helping me or weakening me? Be honest with your answer. Third question: what is a stronger thought I can choose instead? This simple check-in only takes a few minutes, but it changes your entire mindset for the day. Now let me share another powerful tool. This is called pattern interruption. Sometimes negative thoughts take over quickly. Fear, doubt, frustration. In that moment, do this simple thing. Stand up. Take one deep breath. Stay quietly, stop, refocus. This small action breaks the negative pattern. It brings you back to control, back to clarity, back to your true intention. Let me explain why this matters so much. Imagine a phone battery at only 2%. No matter how great the phone is, it cannot function properly with low power. Your mindset works the same way. If your mental energy stays low and negative, even your best habits will struggle to work. But when you strengthen your mindset daily, everything else becomes easier. Your discipline feels lighter. Your focus feels sharper. Your confidence feels stronger. Let me share a simple example. Imagine two people facing the same challenge. Person 1 thinks, I always fail at things like this. Person 2 thinks, this is hard, but I am learning. Same challenge, completely different mindset, and completely different result, because their thoughts shaped their actions. Now let us talk about your 60 days. This journey will not always feel easy. Some mornings you will feel motivated. Other mornings you will feel tired or doubtful. This is exactly why mindset work matters most. Not on your good days, but on your difficult ones. Here is your simple challenge starting tomorrow. Before you touch your to-do list, before you check your phone, do your 3-part check-in. What am I thinking? Is it helping or weakening me? What stronger thought can I choose instead? Do this every single morning, for all 60 days of this journey. Let me ask you something honest. What is one thought that often weakens you? Take a moment and think about it deeply. Write your answer in the comments below. Naming that thought is the first step to changing it. You have already learned to protect your hour. You have already learned to remove what weakens you. You have already learned deep focus and skill building. Now you are learning to strengthen your mind from the inside. This mindset will support everything you build going forward. But strong mindset alone is not enough, because life will still bring you hard moments. Moments you have been avoiding. Moments that quietly hold you back. In the next chapter we face those moments directly. So take a deep breath. Feel your mind growing stronger already. And get ready, book verse family. Because Chapter 7 will ask you to be brave. Chapter 7. Face the hard things you have avoided. There is something you have been avoiding. You already know what it is. A phone call you keep delaying. A conversation you keep postponing. A habit you keep pretending does not matter. That thing is quietly stealing your energy, even when you are not thinking about it. Let us call it what it truly is. Avoidance is a silent thief. It does not attack you loudly. It works quietly in the background, taking your peace, taking your focus, taking your progress. Here is a powerful truth to remember. The thing you are avoiding is usually the fastest way to real change. Not the easy task, not the comfortable habit, but that one uncomfortable thing. The one you keep pushing away. Now let us break this down into 6 simple steps that help you finally face it. The first step is naming the discomfort. Say it clearly to yourself. Not a vague feeling. The exact task or situation. The second step is separating emotion from the task. The task itself is often not that hard. It is the fear around it that feels heavy. Fear of rejection. Fear of failure. Fear of discomfort. Separate that fear from the actual action. The third step is simplifying into small actions. Break the big task into tiny pieces. Instead of, fix my whole situation. Try, send one message today. The fourth step is setting a deadline. Without a deadline, things get postponed forever. Choose a specific day. A specific time. The fifth step is taking the first uncomfortable step today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Even a small step counts. The sixth step is celebrating the shift in yourself. Not just the final outcome, but the courage you showed by starting. Now let me explain why this matters so deeply. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every single day. That backpack is filled with things you have been avoiding. It does not matter how strong you are. That backpack still slows you down. It still tires you out, even when you are doing other good things. But the moment you finally open that backpack and deal with what is inside, you feel lighter. You feel free. You feel powerful in a new way. Let me share a simple story with you. Imagine someone avoiding a difficult conversation with a family member. For months, this thought sits quietly in their mind, creating stress, creating tension, creating heaviness. One day, they finally have that conversation. It feels uncomfortable at first, but afterward, something amazing happens. They feel relief. They feel lighter. They feel proud of themselves. The task was never as scary as the avoidance felt. Now let us talk about your 60 days. You have a good amount of time ahead, but do not use that time to delay this. Face your hardest thing in week 1 or week 2. Do not wait until week 8, because if you clear it early, you free up the remaining 7 or 8 weeks to grow without that heavy weight. But if you keep avoiding it, that same weight will follow you through the entire journey. Let me ask you something honest. What is the one thing you have been avoiding the most? Think about it right now. Do not overthink your answer. Your first thought is usually the true one. Write it down in the comments below. Naming it is your first brave step. Here is your challenge starting today. Take that one avoided task. Break it into one small action. And do that small action today. Not perfectly, just honestly. You have already learned to protect your hour. You have already learned to cut what weakens you. You have already learned deep focus, skill building, and mindset strength. Now you are learning true courage. The courage to face what you have been running from. This step changes something deep inside you. Because avoidance shrinks your confidence, but facing hard things grows it. You are not the same person who started this journey. You are becoming someone stronger, someone braver, every single day. But courage alone still needs support. Because the space around you, your environment, matters greatly too. A messy space can quietly pull you backward. A clear space can quietly push you forward. That is exactly what we explore next. So take a deep breath. Feel proud of what you just faced. And get ready, book verse family. Because Chapter 8 will help you build a space that supports your growth. Chapter 8. Design an environment that wins for you. Motivation feels powerful for a moment. But motivation always fades. There is something much stronger. Something that works even when motivation disappears. That thing is your environment. Let us understand this simple truth. Environment beats motivation every single time. If your space supports your goals, discipline becomes easy, almost automatic. But if your space works against you, even strong motivation quietly weakens over time. Today we build an environment that works for you, not against you. There are 4 important layers to your environment: physical, digital, social, mental. Let us explore each one clearly. The first layer is your physical space. This includes your room, your desk, your surroundings. A messy space creates a messy mind, but a clean space creates mental clarity. The second layer is your digital space. This includes your phone, your apps, your notifications. Constant alerts, constant noise. Slowly steal your focus throughout the day. The third layer is your social space. This includes the people around you. Some people lift you up. Other people quietly pull you down. The fourth layer is your mental space. This includes your thoughts, your inner dialogue. A cluttered mind creates cluttered actions. Now let us build a clear plan to reset all four layers across your 60 days. In days 1 to 4, focus completely on physical decluttering. Clean your room. Organize your desk. Remove things you no longer need. A clear space creates a clear starting point. In days 5 to 9, focus on digital cleanup. Delete apps you never use. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Organize your phone and your files. In days 10 to 16, focus on social boundaries. Notice who drains your energy. Notice who lifts you higher. Slowly create healthy distance from negative influence. In days 17 to 24, focus on mental reset rituals. This includes your morning check-ins, your breathing practices, your positive self-talk. From day 25 to day 60, you simply maintain, refine, and optimize, fine-tuning everything you have already built. This means the first month of your journey is your setup phase, but the second month becomes pure momentum. Let me explain why this order truly matters. Imagine building a house. You do not start by decorating the walls. You start by clearing the land, then building a strong foundation. Your environment reset works the same way. First, you clear the physical clutter, then the digital noise, then the social drains, then the mental patterns. Step by step, layer by layer. Now let me share a simple example. Imagine two people. Person 1 tries to build new habit, but their room stays messy. Their phone keeps buzzing. Their mind stays cluttered. They struggle constantly, fighting their own environment every single day. Person 2 first clears their space, cleans their room, organizes their phone, protects their peace, then builds the exact same habit. Person 2 moves forward so much easier because their environment is finally supporting them, not working against them. This is the real power of environment design. Now let us talk about your remaining days. If you complete this full reset, inside your first month, something beautiful happens. Your second month feels completely different. You are no longer setting things up. You are simply living inside a space built for growth. A space that quietly supports every good habit you are building. Let me ask you something honest. Which layer feels most cluttered in your life right now? Your physical space? Your digital space? Your social circle? Or your own mind? Take a moment and think deeply. Write your answer in the comments below. Naming it is your first step toward change. Here is your challenge starting today. Look around your physical space right now. Choose one small area to clean. Just one drawer, one corner, one desk. Start small, but start today. You have already learned to protect your hour. You have already learned to cut what weakens you. You have already learned deep focus, skill building, mindset strength, and true courage. Now you are learning to build a space that works quietly for you. Every single day, this environment becomes your silent partner, supporting your growth even on your tired days. But even the best environment needs one more thing. A way to measure your progress. A way to know if you are truly moving forward. That is exactly what we explore next. So take a deep breath. Look around your space with new eyes. And get ready, Bookverse family. Because Chapter 9 will show you how to track your real growth. Chapter 9. Track, review, and adjust. You cannot improve what you never check. You cannot fix what you never notice. This is why tracking your progress matters so much. Without tracking, you are simply guessing, hoping that things are getting better. But hope alone is not a plan. Let us build a real system. A system that shows you the truth. There are 3 simple things you must track. Your actions, your energy, your results. Let us understand each one. Your actions are what you actually do. Did you protect your 1 hour today? Did you follow your morning routine? Your energy is how you feel inside. Are you feeling strong and motivated? Or tired and low? Your results are the outcomes you are creating. Small wins, small improvements, small proof that change is happening. Now, tracking alone is not enough. You must also review your progress. This is where real growth happens. Let us build a simple weekly reset. You can follow this same ritual every single week. 7 simple steps. Step 1. Review your actions. What did you actually do this week? Be honest. Not perfect, just honest. Step 2. Review your energy. How did you feel throughout the week? Notice your patterns. Step 3. Review your result. What small wins did you create? Even tiny progress still counts. Step 4. Pick one thing to improve. Just one. Not everything at once. Step 5. Reset your space. Clean your desk. Clear your mind. Prepare for a fresh start. Step 6. Rewrite your priorities. What matters most for the coming week? Step 7. Recommit out loud. Speak your commitment clearly, not silently in your head. Say it with your own voice. This simple ritual takes just a few minutes, but it creates powerful clarity. Now let us talk about your 60 days. 60 days gives you 8 full weeks. That means 8 weekly reviews, 8 checkpoints, 8 chances to course correct. Before you reach the finish line, let me explain why this matters so deeply. Imagine driving a long road trip. Without ever checking your map, you might drift completely off course, without even realizing it. But if you check your map regularly, you notice small mistakes quickly, and you adjust before they become big problems. Your weekly review works the exact same way. It is your map, your guide, your gentle course correction. Now, here is something important to understand. These 8 reviews are not separate events. They are connected like a chain. Each review builds on the one before it. Week 1 shows you your starting point. Week 2 shows you your early progress. Week 3 shows you your growing consistency. And so on all the way to week 8. If you skip one review, you lose that connection. You lose that clarity. So treat each Sunday as sacred. A moment to pause. A moment to reflect. A moment to realign. Let me share a simple example. Imagine 2 people doing this same journey. Person 1 tracks nothing. They simply hope things are improving. By week 4 they feel lost, unsure if they are truly making progress. Person 2 reviews every single week. They notice small patterns. They adjust small habits. By week 4 they feel clear and confident. Same 60 days. Completely different experience. Because one person was guessing, and the other was tracking. Now let me ask you something honest. Have you ever tried to improve something, but never actually checked your progress? Think about that for a moment. Write your answer in the comments below. Awareness is always the first step forward. Here is your challenge starting this Sunday. Sit down for just 10 minutes. Review your actions. Review your energy. Review your result. Pick one thing to improve. Reset your space. Rewrite your priorities. And recommit out loud. Do this every single Sunday. For all 8 weeks ahead of you, you have already learned to protect your hour. You have already learned to remove what weakens you. You have already learned focus, skill, mindset, courage, and environment. Now you are learning to track your journey honestly. This tracking becomes your mirror, showing you the truth week after week. But tracking is not the final step, because after 8 weeks of growth, something deeper begins to shift. Not just your habits, but who you truly believe you are. That is exactly what we explore next. So take a deep breath. Feel proud of how far you have already come. And get ready, book verse family. Because Chapter 10 is where everything finally comes together. Chapter 10. Identity Shift. Become the person who does not quit. Everything we have learned so far leads to this final and most important chapter. Because habits alone are not enough. Systems alone are not enough. Something deeper must change. Your identity. Let us understand this powerful truth. Your outcome does not create your identity. Your identity creates your outcome. This means before you become successful, you must first become someone who follows through. Someone who does not quit. Let us explore 10 simple pillars that build this strong identity. The first pillar is repetition over intention. It is not enough to want something once. You must repeat that action again and again. The second pillar is letting go of your old self. The version of you who avoided things, who made excuses. That version must slowly fade away. The third pillar is standards over goals. Goals are things you hope to reach. Standards are things you refuse to go below. The fourth pillar is proof over hope. Hope feels nice, but proof through your own actions builds real belief in yourself. The fifth pillar is your language and self-talk. The words you use about yourself shape the person you slowly become. The sixth pillar is small wins over big moments. Real change does not come from one dramatic day. It comes from many small victories. The seventh pillar is self-respect. Keeping promises to yourself, even when no one else is watching. The eighth pillar is showing up on hard days. Anyone can show up when things feel easy. Strong identity shows up when things feel difficult. The ninth pillar is identity as a daily choice. You do not become this person only once. You choose it again every single morning. The 10th pillar is this simple truth. Identity determines your future. Not luck. Not circumstances. Your identity. Now let us reflect on your 60 days. Think about who you were before this journey began. Someone who maybe felt stuck. Someone who kept delaying change. Now think about who you are right now. Someone who protected 1 hour daily. Someone who removed what weakened them. Someone who built deep focus and real skill. Someone who strengthened their mindset. Someone who faced hard things bravely. Someone who designed a supportive environment. Someone who tracked their honest progress. That is not the same person who started. That is someone completely transformed. Now let me ask you something powerful. Most people only ask, where will I be in 6 months? Or, where will I be in 1 whole year? But let us ask a better question. What would happen if you repeated this exact process 3 more times? 3 more rounds of 60 days. That is not just months. That is a full year. Built through 4 powerful seasons of intentional change. Imagine 4 complete transformations, stacked one after another. That is not a small shift. That is a completely new life. Let me share something important with you. By day 60, you are not simply finished. You are not just closing a video or a chapter. You are becoming someone new. Someone who now knows exactly how to change. Someone who can repeat this same process, season after season. year after year. This is the real gift of these 60 days. Not just the results you created, but the identity you built along the way. Let me ask you one final question. Who have you become through this journey? Take a moment and truly reflect. Write your answer in the comments below. Let the whole Bookverse family celebrate your growth together. Here is your final challenge from this entire journey. Do not stop at day 60. Choose to begin again. Another round of 60 days. And another after that. Because transformation is not a one-time event. It is a cycle. A cycle you now fully understand. You have learned to protect your time. You have learned to remove your weaknesses. You have learned deep focus and powerful skill. You have learned mindset strength and true courage. You have learned environment design and honest tracking. And now, most importantly, you have learned to become someone who does not quit. This is not the end of your story. This is simply the beginning of who you are becoming. If this journey touched your life in any way, please hit the like button right now. Share this video with someone who needs this message. And do not forget to subscribe to Bookverse, because every single week we bring you powerful transformations like this one. Thank you so much for staying until the very end. You did not just finish a video today. You began a brand new chapter of your life. Give yourself 60 days. Then give yourself 60 more. And watch who you become. This has been Bookverse. Keep building. Keep believing. Keep becoming. Outro of this book. So here we are at the very end. Let us remember what this journey truly means. 60 days was never a resolution. It was never a someday or a maybe. It is a system. A repeatable 2-month system. Built on 4 powerful pillars. Discipline your engine. Clarity your compass. Progress your proof. Confidence your reward. You did not need a whole year. You did not need perfect conditions. You needed 1 committed hour. Repeated for 60 days. That is the entire secret. Simple but powerful. Small but life-changing. Now, here is one final question for you. What will you do with your next 60 days? Starting today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Will you protect your 1 hour? Will you build your new identity? Will you become someone who does not quit? The choice is completely yours. If this journey gave you real value today, please hit the like button right now. Share this video with someone who needs this message. And do not forget to subscribe to Bookverse. Turn on the notification bell too, so you never miss our next powerful transformation. Thank you so much for staying until the very end. This has been Bookverse. Keep building. Keep believing. Keep becoming who you are meant to be. See you very soon in the next journey.